and that is gonna like be their easy save for Fiend's Grip, but I guess we'll see.
Prepare for battle.
Mambo, mambo, Omatiri, mambo.
这大概就是年轻人的，这大概就是年轻人的操作吧。
All right, well, at least for the lane, it looks like the plan is just creep drag. Lycan is not really the strongest laner. So Slark, yeah, doing some scouting already. Right, this is where your night vision helps a lot. Bane usually has an advantage here, but Slark outsees even the Bane. So he's in here pretty far. Sees the smoke happen too.
Think he saw the smoke, yeah.
He's just trying to break it, get close. Yep, oh, unfortunate time, but both teams will now realize what is going on.
Omatiri, mambo.
Absolute.
Mambo, mambo, Omatiri, mambo.
Bane is usually one of the better heroes at dealing with creep dragging, if that's what Baboka has in mind, but Slark with boots is actually going to be so fast, plus pounce. It's not going to be easy to get close enough to Nightmare if you're not preemptively in position.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this hero is going to lane into this Bane. Like, I don't have a good read on that, you know? So I want to see this Slark have, like, a decent amount of impact in this game, but it feels like such an odd pick. And maybe the idea, like we said, is just survive the lane, do its best, get Depth Shroud, and then you have Depth Shroud for Fiend's Grip. And that's it. And that's pretty good, you know?
Yeah, I think it'll be able to do the creep drag necessary and then make its way mid to help with the runes. In a Storm vs. Sand King could really use it.
I'm ecstatic. A sandy victory.
Looks like he'll be back soon, I'm sure. They've also got the wolves, so I mean the smoke is already broken by Slark partially, but then you've also got the wolves smoked up. Any hero that gets summons at the start of the game has this advantage where you can just send out the summons that have been smoked, and you won't pop their smokes, but your own smoke will pop on the wolves, and you'll know, like, okay, they're like in this area. So a lot of scouting information coming out for Yakutou brothers this game. Starting already, but that'll just be the case forever.
Mambo, mambo, Omatiri.
Yeah, that's pretty much not going to stop.
Mambo,
Good Lycan players are really fun to watch in terms of how they play the map and what they can accomplish with their wolves in the game. But, alright. Looks like the Bane yeah, doesn't really have an opening here to try and, like, get to the Slark, but potentially a play at the top rune here. Han underneath the ward, but we'll just back off, give this one up. And just 2 for 2 on the rune split. Alright. I think overall this top lane of the Dragonite and the Disruptor should be pretty easy. Like they're going up against the Pango, which is a strong lane hero, very versatile, very mobile. But Dragonite should kind of free farm this, to be honest. And the Disruptor can set up kills onto the Hoodwink if she does come out of position, and I think that's really important. Oh my gosh, Bobica.
Running.
Nearly just dead in the bottom lane.
This is where it helps to have the boots and the regen from the Barracuda, so he'll be healthy again pretty quickly. And Does look like the lane is pushing towards the Lycan at least a little bit for now.
I want to see how much regen he's actually getting from Barracuda right now as opposed to the Tango.
I think I saw him at like 7.3.
7.
when
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. And that's usually where Bane wins in these trades, right? Is like good stats, decent regen himself, but then the brain sap usually gives him the damage to healing ratio. Ooh, tries for a creep drag, but yeah, there's a nightmare breaking up the creep drag. Didn't quite get away from the Bane enough. Good job from them so far. The annoying thing is you just have to like keep doing this the entire time, right? Because like Baboga is just gonna keep trying to creep drag.
And Nightmare is an expensive ability. Top lane, first blood for Polosin. As they take it to beyond their former teammate. Which, again, I was talking, I feel like this is a really strong lane for the Dragon Knight. And Disruptor kind of helping prove that point.
Did not catch you littering, bro.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Thanks for that.
Mambo, mambo.
Yes, still not.
Mambo.
I gotta say, this mid lane, Emo is putting on a clinic here. I did not think it's supposed to go this one-sided for Storm.
Yeah, 14 and 5 to 6 and 2. Hans resorted to just pulling the creep wave. He's gonna bring it into the jungle and try and clear like hard camps.
Oh, lost the range creep, unfortunately. Oh, well, actually, the range creep is on a journey to find itself. Where's it going?
It's gonna go all the way to the tower.
This is something Slark is good for with these boots. If they thought, if Emo was like, I'm gonna crush him and he's gonna have to jungle, then this is where picking up a really fast rotating support like Slark, you can mess with the Sand King while he's trying to jungle, sap his XP if nothing else, and just slow down that recovery.
I mean, he's got another courier as well, so he's having a great time. Looking to get the Bane's courier in a moment, but has to micro it back to the tower, knowing that the Slark is here. And Slark does get the wave pull, so this will allow them to just completely reset equilibrium if he needs. Ooh, that is a nice nightmare there. Good pull there from the Bane, but Zeal will be able to pick up the creep wave. That ranged creep is going all the way back to the tower. He's like, oh yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't see anything. Just loops all the way back after the nightmare.
Which has really backfired on them. Sometimes they can actually, usually it works out because double range creep shoves the lane really fast. But this time actually the melee creep split off and actually killed the range creep, so they actually lost some XP there for that roaming range creep. Baboka, he's already in position. I feel like he knows the respawn time for the courier. Let's see if Troll learned his lesson. You gotta start microing it around.
Sand King's definitely recovering a little bit here in the mid lane, but it is still looking quite good for the Storm. It's basically now that Sand King's higher level, he can just shove the wave so much faster.
Ultimately, he is still going to have to back once on this Sand King, so Storm will hit 6 first. I don't think you can really threaten the solo kill. And then your rotating supports would be like Disruptor, which isn't that much damage. And then you got a level 2 Slark who's been doing some, creep dragon shenanigans. Oh, and caught again by the Nightmare.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's been doing a really good job dealing with this. Double hard camp pull here too. Dude, he's owning this.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at trying to mitigate the of lane dragging. Mid lane, Emo does get his first kill on the Storm Spear. That gives him his first galvanized charge as well. As the 6-minute power rune will spawn top, and it's an arcane. That's a big one. This is a rune you can very easily gank with on the Storm, and I am curious if we're going to see them do that.
Has been killed.
I've been wanting this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh. Looking for Han here. He's underneath the sentry. Vortex catches him, pulls him back in for a moment. There's the glimpse. Blood grenade. He's just going to pop the epicenter. No, he does not. He cancels, knowing there's too much damage. Now, we are just coming close to that 7-minute rune here, or the 7-minute wisdom shrine. Emos doesn't have too much mana to work with, but with the DK coming through as well, they will give the wisdom shrine over to Polosin, and a breathe fire takes down K-Glass. That being said, they did manage to take the enemy wisdom shrine here, so it's a 1-for-1.
But with this rotation, you've somehow kept the catapult alive, so it's pushed up here. I don't know if this was intention or not. I'd be interested to look back on that replay, but this is giving some extra value to the Storm rotating over, right? It's not just the wisdom shrine and kill attempts. You could also be taking the tower here, which it is dead here.
That's really nice.
Radiant's top tower
That extra bounty going the way of the Dragon Knight as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Both teams killing each other's
Dire's bottom tower is under
triangle
attack.
cliff ward. You usually don't see these so early in the game, but 2 going down by the 8-minute mark.
Mambo, mambo. For my team, mambo.
Haster now for the Storm. He is
Radiant's
set
middle
up for
tower is
success.
under
Good
attack.
laning stage, good runes, good rotations. Not sure you'll really pick up the tools to easily stop this. You need him to overextend into a Fiend's Grip or something. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tricky to kill this Storm Spirit.
Haste! I'll take your treatment.
Looking at the troll, he's having a pretty good lane bottom, but they will find him here, especially with the Disruptor coming through. They should be able to get the glints. Bobica nearby, looking to just try and force the ultimate. And they will. Maybe force it a little too hard, but here comes the Rolling Thunder. Nightmare does connect, but your troll is dead thanks to the shapeshift. In comes Emo on the Storm Spirit, looking for K-Class and Zeal. Looking to just run down the Bane on the backside here, as they'll look for one target after the next.
Oh,
Flyfly is so strong. Yeah, this is going to be such an insane dive. They're going to be able to get pretty much everything they want. Beyond as well. One swashbuckle, but it's not enough. Triple kill for Zeal. A 4-for-1 at the end of the day.
That was a really nice team movement. You lose the Slark, but, you know, who cares? That is very worth it. There is a timing there. It's so hard because Glimpse is a bit inconsistent with the timing. But if you Burrow Strike as the Glimpse is connecting, you actually stay in the fight. And that might have allowed them to get some kills in return. Maybe it works out. You know, maybe it actually saved the Sand King's life to be sent out of there. But it's a really tricky timing to hit.
I think that might have been a silver lining, honestly. Just getting out of there. But that is 2 tier 1 towers down, a 5,000 gold lead here at 10 minutes. And they are just continuing to play aggressive around this Storm Spirit, and I'm not surprised. This is the best thing that you can be doing, giving Emo, you know, any galvanized charges.
Yeah, and this is where the Slark support shines. The scouting advantage, right? Removing enemy wards while having the vision advantage at night. You see heroes, they don't see you, and you tell your Storm, you know, just zip on over whenever you're ready. I'll help you out. Hey, maybe I won't. Maybe you'll finish the job on your own, since you're having such a good game. But this, you need a hero who can actually act on the vision, and
Dire's top tower
Emo
under attack.
is that hero this time. And of course, with the start he's having, Baboka gonna get a Helm of the Dominator on the Slark. This is why
How many
Baboka's so
times
fun to
have we
watch.
seen Boboka do Helm of the Dominator on,
He's just
on
doing it.
X hero?
Dude, if the patch doesn't come out by the time all our casting's done, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get reported by my teammates and be like, Baboka did it. I am Baboka. Baboka mode here.
Illusion. Stupendous.
Almost a Fiend's Grip here on the Bane. It'll be a very nice pickup once they have it, but it's coming out a little bit late. I say that, top side, Vortex is out, Dragon Tail to stun him up. That is so much damage.
And died with honor.
This is
Wow.
the armlet first on the Dragonite carry. We don't always see this,
Dude.
but he gives you a lot of damage.
They just blocked the whole triangle with the wolves. He sent them across the map, blocked the enemy triangle, and then just resummoned.
While some of that was happening, Slark runs up aggressively to Han on the Sand King, farming him a camp, and just use the Helm Dom, steals the big... Oh, there it is. That's the creep he stole away from him.
Hello, remember me?
Just taunting him. This is the gold you wish you had. You can totally have it. I'm definitely not going to just Helm Dom a different creep. Okay, yeah, I seriously didn't farm it. I feel like should be a little careful of feeding away the gold there.
All right, Battle
Troll
Fury done
was-
for your troll.
Yeah, he was doing really well. He's fallen back a little bit. Still in position to potentially carry this later, which is the fortunate part of your Sand King and Pangolier maybe struggling a little bit. All they really need to do is stun for the troll. So there is still a chance, but certainly not going to be feeling as good as you did, you know, maybe in that laning stage. Now it's an 8k gold lead already.
Dodging out this smoke gank, the Lycan sitting real deep in the jungle down there. Has that troll summoner as well as his wolves, and he's just going to be using that to push the map. Speaking of which, Boboka gets the mid tower. Emo gets another kill on his Storm Spirit as they are taking away the enemy triangle. And suddenly are up to a 9,000 gold advantage. They're just out farming them on the map everywhere. Blink in. They get themselves the Disruptor. Very nice kill there for K-Class. As a Emo Storm will bottle up a Invis rune.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think that's the get any kill you can with the blink on the Sand King. Oh, that's a field bad.
Invisibility.
Let's see, where does this start to change? You do have the Blink Dagger on the Sand King. I feel like you just got to keep finding what pickoffs you can. Start to drag this game out where this 9k gold lead won't be as meaningful. And even though you're behind, the synergy between Hoodwink's Aghanim Shard for that damage amp, spell amp on Epicenter especially, it is enough to still get you these kills. So, you know, keep working with the Hoodwink, get her the gold she needs to get that item. Might be your saving grace going forward.
They have the Helm of the Overlord done on this Lycan, and this is where things are just going to be so sad for the Bane. Mid lane, scouted from the Wolves, looking for the kill onto the Sand King. They will get it. It is so cool watching good Lycan players. I think to me it's one of the most fun heroes in Dota to watch at a professional level because they're so versatile with the wolves.
I do think it's the evolution of Dota, right? Like, if you go back in the past, people just mostly ran with the wolves.
Yeah, you
And,
just run them around with you and farm, right?
yeah, but now it's like, oh, the information is far more important than, like, a little bit more farming speed.
Yeah, for a long time, Beyond's going to get
example-
grabbed here, gets rooted up by the creep, taking so much damage.
Radiant's
Yeah, it was like,
That is off the scouting of the Invis Wolves,
Radiant's
finding it.
Yeah.
structures are fortified.
you would use wolves just to jungle because they were like, oh, you know, they can tank the damage from the jungle creeps, and that's what made Lycan good.
That's what I miss from the, pretty big epicenter onto the Lycan.
He's super dead. Stuck around a little too long there. But almost got the tower. Yeah, they're going to deny
They're
it.
even gonna deny it.
Radiant's bottom tower has been
1,000 gold for that Lycan kill, so very good find.
Radiant's top tower is under
That's what I
attack.
miss about the Nature's Prophet Treants. It's just not like in the build at all. But you used to see similar stuff where you could use the Treants to scout out. Not invis like the wolves, of course, but you know, you could get information with them. And that's just kind of gone now. Everyone's just right-clicking on that hero.
Dark Troll Summoner into Roshan. The team going to try and get this pretty early. And honestly, with how strong the Dragonite and the Storm Spirit are, it's not even that slow.
Yeah, especially because Epicenter got used to kill the Lycan. You know, that would be the one way you lose this fight around Roche Pit is a big Epicenter as you're all in the pit. But that is not a worry since it was used to kill the Lycan. So
Mambo.
Aegis, early Aegis for the Storm.
Mambo. Mambo. Oh my god.
I think
Like,
Emo's
continue
having
to
a...
play aggressive.
Yeah. So Emo's probably got a big grin on his face with how this game's going for him on his Storm.
Shard is online
Radiant's
for
top
Hoodwink.
tower is under attack.
You do manage to find a big epicenter with that boomerang. Could be your recovery fight needed in this. I think Pango probably also needs a blink to help capitalize on that. You're gonna have to kind of chain stun some of these heroes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's where it
They
feels
will
bad.
see
You got
the
the Spirit
light
Vessel
again.
on the... Got the Spirit Vessel on Pango. Cause it's pretty decent this game, but...
Oh,
no
he got
kills.
the shapeshift off, and because of it, he's out. Now they're just going to turn it around right away. Quick kill onto the Hoodwink. Ooh, that hurts. He happened to run in a really awkward path as they were going for the kill, so Hoodwink was not able to get in range for any of those spells.
Okay, just keeps farming. He is gonna work towards the shard after the
Yeah,
Yules.
he's got the
so it's
Yules,
like,
yeah.
yeah, guys, yeah, I know. I said I'll save you. I will. You know, I got it. Don't worry. I'm not just farming with my support Slark to be a carry Slark. I swear. Yules to save his creep. Quick, go Helm Dom a different creep.
Mambo. Mambo.
He's been so annoying. Even though, okay, jokes aside, he has been farming a lot, but it's all on the enemy's half of the map. He has just
my
been
God.
stealing farm with his Helm Dom, being annoying.
They like 3-shot the Tormentor, and then they killed the Hoodwink. And Storm Spirit with the amplified damage will
Can't even
quickly
cast
clean up
Nightmare.
another.
And that's the Invis Lycan Wolf scouting that out. Good zips to make sure he never nightmares you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And the troll. They kill the troll. That was
Wow.
so quick.
That is real fast. Han's not going to make it up to the high ground either. Does end up ticking down to one more Thunder Strike from Polison.
Has fallen.
And Storm up to
Did make it up to the high ground,
22
though.
galvanized. Yeah, that's true, you did. But you now have Fly and Zeal getting up to your high ground.
This Armlet Mask of Madness is a lot of damage from a Dragon Knight. Also,
My
they're
God,
still
dude.
killing people out off the map.
Emo is unstoppable.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
809, 23 galvanized stacks certainly would seem to be the case.
Are on Radiant's
And even if you stop him once, I mean, he's got that Aegis for another minute and a half, so you're going to have to get him twice. I just don't think you can. I think it has to be the Epicenter Boomerang combo.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
then
attack.
what, right? He's going to respawn, and you're not going to be able to stop him the second time.
The Slark past the Sand King and the Pango at this point. Like, this is similar to like the Enigma game we saw from him, where he ended up just being like second on net worth at the end of the game.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There's a cooldown on the dragon form. 10 more seconds. So I think they backed off, you know, spend your gold, wait for that ultimate again, but that timing is now. Kind of expect them to start grouping up again. Push high ground one more time, maybe? Unless they really want to take this slow, but they're so strong right now, I feel like you could just keep going, you know?
regen. Yeah, Storm's using all of his mana right now because he knows the Aegis is about to be claimed, trying to get every little bit he can out of the map. He's got a regen in the bottle to follow that, and he just hit level 18. So your Storm Spirit's pretty much the strongest it's gonna be for quite a while.
I'm surprised they're actually not pushing again.
Dire are scanning.
They're
Okay,
smoking.
AC's kind of close on Lycan, so... Ooh, I like that. Just like zip in,
Using
zip
the
out.
regen,
Since you
yeah.
have infinite regen on the Storm. See if you like happen to find anything.
All right, here we go. Smoked up on both teams. Which one is going to find the initiation? You have this Lycan, and that's what makes it so easy. They just get a Blink Dragon Tail onto the Pangolier Nightmare, onto the Storm, but he's about to come back with a vengeance, looking for an opening. On the other side of the map, they know someone's here.
Cool.
Nice TP spot there from the Hoodwink.
Here I am.
No Pango, 20 seconds. He'll actually be up by the time you make it to their base, but... I still feel like you can go. They really are playing this safe. They're actually just like backing out to farm again, happy with just the map control. I mean, this is the safe way to do it.
I wonder if they know how far ahead they are. Like, they have to be able to feel it, I imagine. A gem now for Emo. Okay, that's terrifying.
Yeah, they have to know. I mean, the exact number, maybe not. But, sure you know when you look at the kill score and it's 3-20 at 24 minutes, and, you know, the way the game's going, you probably have a ballpark figure.
Boboka almost has a Shadow Blade, man. After the Shard, mind you. He is
Dude,
less than 500 gold from the Shadow Blade.
Baited them. Guys, I'm totally a support, don't worry. I'm not just farming to be a second carry. Heh, sneaks the Shadow Blade. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, Troll Summoner, baby. Let's go.
Oh, this is what they were waiting for. They needed the boys. I mean, DK's down here. He's got his Crystallis, Dragon Form. I feel like Storm come through the Twin Gate, like and run down. Like, yeah, actually push bottom with the boys.
Yeah. Looks like that's exactly what's going
boys.
to happen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Are they just going to actually give up a tier 3 for a tier 1?
The thing is, I don't actually think you can fight, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's technically your best bet. It's also the case where
Is under attack.
I think they realize this game's kind of cooked, you know? But you try it out anyways, you see if they mess up.
TPs are coming back. There's the big epicenter. Does manage to catch two. The Slark is dead. Okay, nicely done. Sharpshooter does connect onto the Disruptor, but there's not much left in the tank, and he might be getting glimpsed. They're looking for a target. Storm Spirit's just not here for this. So they protect the high ground, tier 3. You get the Slark, a pretty big gold bounty.
I feel like that was Yakutou Bros getting a little overconfident. Oh no, that's your gem!
No, that is the gem. Han tried to snipe it, but does not manage to do so. He is dead. Big Fiend Scrape here, though, and no Slark to save him. Glimpse will be able to do it. Troll pops the ultimate under the BKB, trying to just rip through this. Dragonite will eventually get him. But he's dead for 50 seconds, and you have to deal with the Emo and Zeal now, as Beyond is dead under the tier 3, and there's the GG.
Sure, all part of the plan. The ending, a little bit messier than I think they...
Slark didn't do anything but farm this game. I want to point that out. Like, he farmed all the way to get that Yules and the Depth Shroud. He goes high ground and dies without being able to... But
Mambo, mambo.
I think you're right.
Mambo.
Well, here we go. It is going to be game 2 here in this upper bracket finals. Your Colt brothers with the lead at the moment. A very convincing game 1. We'll see what they can do here in game 2. I think Emo is going to have another good game. Shadow Fiend versus the Sand King. Pretty Shadow Fiend favored. But they're running an off-lane Marcy, a little bit unorthodox. We'll see what they can get done with it. Oh. Not giving the last hit to the Shadow Fiend for a soul. Unlucky.
Maybe they'll get him a bigger last hit in a kill.
And both teams smoked up.
30 seconds to battle.
Classic smoked wolves looking for
Luna though.
I mean, they're drawing this wraparound, but you're right. If you go right into the Luna, she's gonna see this.
Yeah, good observer ward as well, helping out.
The battle begins.
All right. 3 runes, though. As Zeal should be able to get the body block here. Bane on the other side does take the Watcher, so they'll get some vision of that Luna finally.
Zeal loves doing this. Every single game we've seen him play, he body blocks his first wave. I feel like eventually one of the teams gotta, you know, you gotta set him up here, like wait here to get him.
Do they have Glimpse here? Oh, no. Okay. I was like, if he has Glimpse,
say, yeah, like,
that would have been brutal. Overall, I feel like this lane should go pretty well for the Luna. Like, she is known as a strong lane hero. I don't think there's going to be a lot that Zeal can accomplish on the Marcy in this. Like, you don't really want to deliver your Hoodwink on top of another hero with, you know, your rebound. So you're only going to be rebounding off of, like, creeps and stuff.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Uh-oh. Bottom lane.
King's doing so well, actually.
Yeah, Sand King's actually owning. I mean, I kind of expect that until level 3 when the raises start to hurt a lot more.
I guess that's true.
My responsibility.
God, all goes back to if they had given that last hit to the Shadow Fiend at the start. That one extra soul, it could have changed everything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Special delivery to get a salve. Classic. Desperately needed regen, actually. Was sitting on almost no HP. Marcy does have pretty decent damage, though, so she might be able to
Radiant's middle
CS
tower is under attack.
fairly well despite being in a difficult lane.
I think so. You just take a bit of extra harass, especially as the Luna's Lunar Blessing goes up. Disruptor's gonna get a little extra damage from that.
Yes, do not.
And so you just keep getting poked. And I don't think there's really a combo that you can commit in too easily. I say.
They're gonna try. That glimpse. Rebounds on over. I think they have the damage, but who's gonna die first? It is gonna be first blood for Zeal. Uses that level 3 timing, gets the help from Bobica, and they will take down the Disruptor as well.
Totally a lane you commit in. You go all in.
Yeah.
Easy kills.
Speaking of committing, mid lane. Both these guys going at it as Emo. He's running a little bit low on resources. The Water Rune is going to be absolutely huge, and they're bringing the Bane up from bottom. But he's not going to make it in time, so they will just split the Water Runes 1-1. Ooh, kill top lane. All right. Zeal in some trouble. Does go down as well. That's the power of the glimpse. Meanwhile, Han does get solo killed by Emo. He does manage to find it, and K-Class comes in as well, thinking he could maybe find the trade, but Polosin surprises him. Ends up being a double kill for the Shadow Fiend. He's going to shove this wave into the tower. Oh, that hurts.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mambo.
Yeah, he was having a little bit of a...
Oh my God.
Excuse me. He was having a little bit of a slower start, but that'll get him back on track.
Yeah, balled up this bounty rune. I thought he might just walk to the base, but yeah, he just has a bounty rune to reset himself. He'll wait for the power rune at 6. He is chilling, actually. He's in a really good position now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh. Another kill onto the Marcy. Okay, nice rotation from K-Class up here to make sure that they can keep giving this Luna a good game. You're kind of leaving Sven and Shadow Fiend to do whatever the heck they want right now, but at least you are getting some net worth into your own carry.
I don't think there's much you can do to the Sven, though. He's a very tanky carry, and Lycan doesn't really have the most damage in the laning stage.
Ooh. Yeah, they were trying to do
that Requiem.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to do the sleepwalk into Requiem, but both of the supports rotating mid will spell a disaster here for Emo. And now you are dead even. All of your lanes going pretty well for the side of the Dire. And you even get lucky on the power rune. Grab yourself a arcane for the Sand King. In top lane, this support duo continuing to look for ganks as well. But here comes Emo. Glimpse will send it back. Does get the raise, yeah. But do they have the damage to follow it up? It's going to be close. They don't get there in time. And now Zeal pops a salve, trying to get some distance away. He'll be fine. But Sand King's coming up here as well. This is a scary place to walk. Yeah, Mr. Shadowfiend blocking off this high ground.
Guys, we
Yeah.
can't all fit. We gotta back out.
Okay. Well, he will be able to maintain for the Wisdom Shrine. Sven on the other side was trying to make a play maybe for the enemies, but Sand King TP's over.
Emo wants to use this Requiem so badly. Let him Requiem, guys. Well, it is a remarkably even game. But it does look like the Lycan is pulling a little bit ahead of the Marcy as time goes on. That might be even more so the case here, as now her support falls to that Disruptor.
Oh, Nightmare.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, I want to go for the Requiem, but I can't because the cookie will just stun me, and now a free kill for Beyond. As he rotates in using the Shapeshift. And another Power Rune will go the way of the Dire.
Dominator online. You should be able to start coming to play with him. You could even rotate the Luna, like she has Eclipse. You can make a big power play, take a fast tower.
Oh boy, Boba Cut in some trouble. They drop a ward. In comes the Epicenter. He's thinking about it. Will he find someone with it? They get the D ward. They're like, we actually
they
see
faked him
you.
out.
Psych! Han does get the Burrow Strike back the other way. He actually lives! They didn't have the extra damage, and they actually end up losing 2, and it's going to be a third as Polison's underneath his tower, taking a beating here. One more hit. Ends up being a triple kill for the Luna. Unbelievable, as they all walk away with this sliver of HP.
Man, that was such a sick bait, too. They were pretending they didn't see him the whole time. It was almost such an awesome play, but just lacking a little bit of damage. Or maybe you stand a little closer on the Requiem, like you get like one more line to hit.
Yeah.
But with him surviving, it just ends up as a disaster. Oh, max bushwhack there.
You have a Sven that's still farming pretty well. Your Shadow Fiend is still farming pretty well. This offlane Marcy has struggled, to say the least. Still doesn't have the Helm of the Dominator.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
And is still not level 6. Oh my god.
Not having a good time. Well, has
All
his
right.
Helm of the Dominator now, and one creep will get him the level 6, so we'll see what he can do. Marcy is a hero. Like, even support Marcys can easily get kills with Unleash, so an offlane Marcy who is behind can still find some kills as well, now that she has access to Unleash and Fleeting Fury with her Helm Dom creep.
Yeah, we'll see how much of a difference this makes. Bottom lane, God Strength stun comes out, and an immediate cookie into the Mortimer Kisses. They're just going to kill the Sven instead. He doesn't have the damage. A Requiem will make a little bit of space, but they get the kill. Oh, my goodness.
I think Hemo needed to Requiem just to cancel
Yeah, you had to cancel that Mortimer Kisses.
Snapfire ult. Yeah, she did, what was that, 1,800 damage.
Maybe he thought it was far away or something instead of being like right next to him in the tree line. I don't know.
Maybe.
Radiant's bottom tower is
But
under
with that, I mean, you just lost 2 core heroes and your tower. It was a really even game, but it is
Radiant's bottom
suddenly
tower
getting out of
is
control here.
Dire's top tower.
The true
is
question is,
under
oh,
attack.
he is. I was about to say, does Hoodwink also build Helm of the Dominator? And the answer is yes, of course.
Where is Polison realize he's on Radiant right now? Huge bushwhack, actually, but In comes the Eclipse. Han with the epicenter in the blink will just run down Zeal here. And that's just going to be 2 kills once again.
Dire's middle tower is
That was a
under
really
attack.
bizarre. So they cookied in. The cookie got caught by the bushwhack, so it got interrupted. But that means it broke the tree, so then they were all freed from the bushwhack. That was a little unlucky, because that was such a good bushwhack. I think they were going to be able to turn that into some kills there.
I'll take your tribute.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, I will say more Helm Dom creeps actually does mean more things to eat the Eclipse. So maybe it'll work out.
That is true.
And you do need to drag out this game the way this is going. You're falling behind. You just need to start avoiding the enemy, make smart pickoffs, cut the waves.
So the thing is, I don't think they're going to let you at this point because there's a Lycan who is destroying your entire map.
Tower is under attack.
And this Luna is ridiculously farmed now. She has, what, 4 or 5 kills?
4 kills, 5 assists.
There you go. Bottom lane, Sven. Dead again. Gonna try and TP out. There is no shot.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mambo, mambo.
Meanwhile, they're smoking top side, trying to find the Luna, but she is nowhere to be found. She's already moved to the bottom side.
I feel like I can feel how badly they want to Requiem things with the Nightmare and the Fiend's Grip, and they just have not been able to get a single one.
Man, and to think this Shadow Fiend started with a free double kill in mid.
Oh, that was true, yeah.
On to 9 class.
We'll
Very
find
nice.
Sapphire.
Dispose back the other way. Does get the cookie to the low ground, but Emo will grab the kill. Good run down there from Zeal. And they will finally get themselves that top tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I do think even though they're on the back foot right now, the BKB timings will still be very strong. So if you can limit how far you fall behind here, just keep kind of like maintain this gold difference, drag the game out, and get to those item timings. I do think it becomes a lot easier for Yakutou brothers.
Dire's top tower is
I mean,
under
Bobica
attack.
is farming. He's doing it again on his 4-position hero. This time it's Hoodwink. So we'll see how he's able to contribute. The Sven just does not have a lot of the map to farm is the issue, I think. Whereas Luna can be pretty much wherever she wants, and now she has a Manta done.
Radiant structures are
That's why
fortified.
Baboka needs the Helm of the Dominator to go farm on the enemy's half of the map again.
This Marcy is in a lot of trouble.
Dire are scanning.
Unfortunately, she is running back towards the end.
Oh
no
my
way.
gosh.
No way.
Dire are scanning.
They actually just smoke, trying to run away. I think they know they're behind them.
That's insane. I cannot believe he's alive. Amplify damage wasted on this Sand King. All right, well, you need those kind of little wins to
Yeah.
keep this game close. Oh, a rebound off the mark top, but maybe for the better, because there's more heroes than they were expecting, and that is going to cost the Sven his life as the glimpse pulls him back to his death.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's not good. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend and Bane made another smoke rotation that fails. They don't find anybody. They're just gonna go straight into Roche. I mean, why not? You're so far ahead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is exactly what Hongsha needs. They need this early lead. They need to play fast. Keep the momentum going. Keep growing this gold lead. Especially because is going for the Aghanims build on Luna. This is really powerful when you get it fast and when ahead from the enemy. But again, not to keep harping on it, but when BKBs come out, this build really drops off. So you got to keep finding the quick kills. Take these towers. I feel like you want all these outer towers with the first Aegis, maybe even poke a high ground a little bit. That might be pushing it. You know, we'll see what they can get. At least 2 towers, I'll say.
Sometimes it just takes one Requiem to find the kill, and there's your Fiend's
Grip.
Grip.
Get one?
They have to do something, but they will not. Unfortunately, he was standing right on top of the Luna, so the vision was there, and they can just get the glimpse to cancel. Otherwise, if he, if that comes from Fog, not that big of a deal. Sven is dead for the 9th time? I don't know, 3rd time, 4th time.
One day, there will be a successful Requiem
Dire's middle tower has
combo.
fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they got a kill. That's a pretty good one, too.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You do lose your bottom tower for that. But you get a kill, and Baboka starting to farm up on the enemy's half of the map. There's 2 Helm Doms over here cutting creeps.
He has his shard now.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
All sorts of wrong.
1 BKB in progress on Marcy. Sven doesn't even have his blink yet. He's having such a rough time, but once that's finished, I'm sure he'll queue up his BKB as well.
Oh, Emo is super dead.
Wishing he had his BKB right about now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's a huge kill. Emo was just starting to recover and is pretty much just back in the grave. Immediate 20-minute Tormentor goes to the Disruptor. They've caught the Marcy as well. And with the Aghanim Scepter of the Luna, a lot of the beams miss, but she dies to the neutral creep. Okay?
Wow, okay. I need the little wins. That was the unluckiest Eclipse I've ever seen. I feel almost every single one hit the creeps.
Yeah.
Literally, you need one more to hit the Marcy and you would get the kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Helm Dom creeps doing work together in the mid
Dire's
lane.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Cutting
middle
those
tower
waves.
is under attack.
Drag this one out. Find this squirrel.
They have the. They might have the. Oh, there's where. I don't know. There it is. Okay. Now,
can
Sven,
you
we've
get out
seen this
alive?
before. Stuck inside a kinetic field, trying to find a way out of this. They do have Fiend's Grip. Fly is going to use it to try and take down the Disruptor. Doesn't even get the opportunity. And you just lose the Bane as well.
That's rough. There are games where the Sven will be approaching the BKB right now, and then you clean that whole thing up, but it just kind of shows how rough of a game he's having.
Thanks.
He's 4,000 behind that Luna.
You know, at some point, if they do find a way to stabilize this, you at least have the like late game potential of a Sven, where even if he's behind like an item, a BKB God Strength can still like instantly kill a lot of heroes.
Yeah, you need the BKB and then probably the Crystallis to reach that point.
Dude, Bobica passed Zeal for a moment in net worth, and he's catching the Sand King.
I am not surprised.
Mambo, mambo.
Radiant's middle
Maboka is a
tower
core
under
player
attack.
born in a support player's body.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, huh? Wouldn't be, it's like how many times in these qualifiers have we seen him like pass even his own cores, let alone all the enemies?
Radiant's middle tower is
You need
under
someone
attack.
willing to play very poor for your position 5. Poloson doing that here. 6,000 below his fellow support. Usually you see a much more standard distribution like
Dire's bottom tower is under
the
attack.
Disruptor and the Snapfire, you know, just like 1,000 gold difference.
Oh gosh, Bane's dead.
Is that really necessary?
I think a just regular Eclipse in one auto attack was a kill there, but hey, Eclipse low cooldown.
I guess that's true. That 15 talent. Eclipse is only 65 seconds.
Uh-oh, Zeal.
I will
He's
say,
in
they
trouble.
keep moving backwards for these kills.
Yeah. That's just your first BKB forced to TP out. Still close.
At least you live. Again, you're forcing him back. It's given space. 7k gold lead. Like, it's grown a little bit, but not all that much. All things considered, when it was like a 5k gold lead at 15 minutes, you've gotten 2k gold after getting Roche, after getting a tower. That's, you know, really not that much.
BKB picked up on Luna and the Sven, but can they get the kill with the Fiend's Grip? It's long enough to hold him in place. And they finally get the Luna. Now it's a 2-for-1. Lose both your supports. But that is a pretty
So
big
worth
kill.
it. 1,500 gold for the team. That's so much. You mentioned it, the God Strength. It's always enough to get kills. I feel like you can never count a Sven out. He can always burst you. You gotta be so careful. Well, I mean, he can't always burst you, but like if he reaches that point, and I think that is shown, like he's getting there.
Emo really wants this kill. Gets the third raise. He's gonna TP on out, and he should make it. Ooh,
So
it's close. Nicely done from Emo. And here's the BKBs, man. So far, both of your BKBs have netted you a kill. Now, I guess the first one on the Marcy didn't, but she didn't die to a gank. So they are chipping away at the net worth advantage that was built.
This is the triple BKB timing that I thought would be strong. They've been used separately, so we'll see if they group up to make a play, or if they're still content to just like split up the map, do what
I think they just want to split. I think they just need to get to their next big items. Like, you need an Aghanim Scepter on the Shadow Fiend. Sven needs his Daedalus. They're looking for a big kill here onto the Lycan if they can get it. Bushwhack is going to connect. The jump in from the Marcy. There's going to be a great ult, though, from the Disruptor to make this, to put this to a stop. TP out there from Zeal. Bobica is gone as well. So you're just going to lose Poloson.
Again, look how many heroes are TPing to their own half of the map, though. So the 6k, 7k gold lead still remains. Getting further and further towards Sven. being able to output ridiculous damage. He takes the bottom tower during all this. He's gonna have a Crystallis by the time you fight again. That's where Sven really. Oh.
No way. Wow. No way. No way. He's out.
No, the fastest squirrel in the world.
He really likes this voice line.
It's his own voice line. Who else?
It's true.
Who else will use it if not him?
He has a vested interest in using it.
It lives in my dreams already, dude. That's how much he uses this. I'll hear this voice line forever. I don't even know the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Oh, that's a good ward. Blink in, BKB onto the Luna once again. The Requiem doesn't come through. Not in time.
You need one more hit.
Where's the Requiem? He needs the cleave. He doesn't get it. Oh my goodness.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Why didn't we Requiem? What happened?
That was almost so good.
I mean, or just don't Requiem and just throw your raises, like one or the other. That is really rough.
That'll probably cost you Roshan.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It is up. It has been scouted by a wolf. Oh, actually, that was a stolen wolf. I didn't even realize. All right, well, scouted by the real ones now. This would be scary if Sven was alive. But without him, you feel full confidence to get the second roach for yourself. Get the banner, which there's not a great banner killer on the enemy side. Ooh. Yeah, just delete that squirrel. He is cutting the creep wave though with his Helm Dom. Those are so powerful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There is a troll summoner in both lanes cutting creep waves.
We love that.
Holy, this is a micro. He is using skeletons to creep drag.
Yeah, but Luna is on your high ground. They found Emo. He needs to get out of here. He is gonna BKB, and Requiem has to TP now. At least they didn't get your tier 3, I guess?
I mean, they really haven't. There's no creeps. They may still end up losing, but I gotta say, Yakutou Bros is making them work for it so much. This creep dragging, creep cutting. I think to some degree, assuming they win, you know, Hong Shi after the game has to be like, hey, we gotta stop biting like every time. We gotta stop TPing back so many heroes. And at some point, we just gotta go push and force objectives like this. Like, Luna's just destroying buildings now. I feel like they could have done this 5 minutes ago, but they just kept going backwards. Dude, he hates Mambo.
Yikes.
Tell you what.
Well, your Sven's like kinda trading, I guess, but I will let the, you know, the Luna and Lycan, I'll put my stocks on anytime. So they will TP back now. I think this one's pretty much over, but we'll see what they can do. A last-ditch effort to try and keep this one alive. In comes the Sven. She's got a butterfly. He instantly dies. And that is GG, baby. That one was not close. A series of mistakes, honestly, it felt like from Yakult Bros, but Hongxi also just played much better than they did in game. All right, Emo Invoker. That is kind of hype, I'll be honest, but it is game 3 between these two teams, and we'll see which one will advance to the grand finals to have a really good shot of making it through to the main event, and maybe they'll just be rejoined by the other team later on if they make it through the lower bracket.
玩个游戏而已，别伤了，玩个游戏而已，别伤了感情啊。
Smoke up as soon as the wolf dies for both teams. Let's see if they run into each other. Wrap around.
30 seconds to
Heading
go.
towards the troll. Oh, they were hoping someone was in the trees. Can you get close enough for a glimpse, maybe?
Not with the ward revealing him.
Okay, yeah, they got this. The sentry. You at least get the D ward for your troubles.
Begins.
She's still in the area, actually.
Here comes Jakiro, baby. Nice push back there from the flame break. Sunstrike on the money. First blood for Emo. Fly gonna go down here, but this is where Jakiro and Bat Rider thrive. They'll be able to grab themselves.
So good. Such a
Why have we not been seeing this hero? He owns.
such a power pick. Alright, well you get first blood for your Invoker. It does cost you your Troll, but I mean he's in the lane before he misses anything, so it's not that bad. And Invoker does have a notoriously slow start, so any extra help goes a long way. And he's certainly going to be hoping to get more Sunstrikes throughout the laning stage.
Mambo, mambo, omachi, mambo.
It's really funny to me that we used to see when Disruptor started to become popular, it was mainly picked as a response to the Bat Rider because you could just glimpse to kill the aggression. But lately, Disruptor has just gotten so popular, you pick him no matter what. And then people decided, you know what? Still like Bat Rider, so I'll still play him even though Disruptor has already been picked.
Yeah, I think the Bat Rider, when it has a good game, it becomes so dominant. Like, if you can't actually stop this guy from, like, bullying, and then in the mid game, in the late game, of course, Bat Rider is Bat Rider. We see a lot of Aghanim Scepter pickups on this hero, and getting 2 lassos late game, potentially on, like, a core and a support, or 2 cores, like, it's just devastating. As of right now, though, the off-lane Monkey King CSing pretty fine. He does have the equilibrium in a good spot, but
I mean, your damage is pretty good on the Monkey King, right? It's a good mid laner and still useful as an off laner. What I'm curious on is the last time we saw this offlane Monkey King, right? It had such a good matchup. They were able to win the lane and then leave him alone, and that freed up the Enigma to jungle. A Bat Rider would certainly love to jungle in the same way, but I don't know if you'll be able to leave a Monkey King alone in this matchup, though. He just secured the Lotus 2v1, so maybe he's a lot stronger than I thought.
Very possible. Oh, beyond. Oh, what a fortunate route there for Fly. Couple auto attacks will get the kill. Good assist from the Invoker Sunstrike.
Shakira's doing it, man. Definitely not Troll being a great matchup into Lycan on his own. Shakira's cooking, Poloson. They should get a free courier too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, I had the
Dire's
magic
turret
stick.
has been killed.
Laird laying in the pressure here.
Have they got him again? 2 roots
Oh, with
under
that
the
root.
tower. The chase continuing.
Oh, you gotta
He's
pass the
got him.
aggro off.
Structures are fortified.
Wow. Fly got so many roots there, actually.
RNG.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And topside Bobica should be able to find this kill. Boundless Strike will give it to Zeal. Okay, we're already off to a pretty great start in the lanes here for the side of Yakult, but Han will kill Zeal there with that rotation top, and Bobica will likely join him.
Warpines?
Mambo, mambo.
Fast enough. The Warpines do have the most damage. They're the easiest to be denied by, but their attack's a little slow. I'm kind of amazed this offlane Monkey King did so well versus the Weaver lane. I wonder if it has to do with Disruptor being a weaker laner.
It is a little surprising.
Might eat those words.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage here. Can't really stand his ground. Gets glimpsed, tries to dodge it, can't do so. Now, that being said, Bobica is here and might be able to clean this up. Sunstrike will not connect, but does need one more auto attack. Isn't gonna get it, and now Disruptor gets a double kill. Oh, no.
This is the part where you can't really leave the Monkey King alone. Even though it works well together, the Bat Rider never gets the space to farm. I mean, maybe that's fine, you know, like that's the normal supporting. It's just not Baboka supporting, which is like, hey man, the Helm of the Dominator's calling to me over there. I gotta head out. You're gonna be okay on your own. You know, if you just played like a normal laner, it would be fine.
Do you think he goes Helm of the Dominator on the Monkey King again?
The Bat Rider.
Or, yeah, on the Bat Rider, sorry.
Are scanning.
Currently, my decision-making tree, if I'm Baboka, is, am I Baboka? Yes. If yes, buy Helm Tom.
Radiant
So
are scanning.
I like it, okay.
I think the answer is yes. Otherwise, we've got a fake amongst us. There's an imposter here.
All right, teams managed to take the enemy Wisdom Shrine, so it ends up just going 1-1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
On a serious note, I do think a regular Blink build would be the way to go to this game. I do think you need a little bit of initiation, and it's kind of got to be him.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Early bottom tower, and the Bat Rider even found the Lycan trying to jungle up to his own Helm of the Dominator. They weren't able to quite get the kill.
Nice rotation mid. Even brings Polosin on the Jakiro. They will have the damage. And thanks to the Jingu stack, Zeal not actually super susceptible to dying here. Can go right back in. Sustain a lot of this. Wukong's command will help find the kill onto the Snapfires. They will now turn their attention over to the Weaver, who dies.
Dire's middle
He had time lapse. I think he just didn't know that there was a sentry there.
Dire's middle
That could be true, though also I think time-lapse would probably have brought him back into the middle of every hero, so might have died anyways. Maybe decides to save it for respawning. Like, if I live, I live. If I die, I'll have time-lapse when I'm up.
Are scanning.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, they hate Lycans. There's no farming if you're a Lycan player. Get out of here. Shoo.
So I was curious if this was going to be a proper way to address this hero, and it appears it is. It works. Great cookie on in aggressively to Han. Bobica is going to try and run down the Snapfire, but the Invoker is going to be dead first. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade here as Bobica will get ran down by the Weaver.
A golden thread.
And a little bit of Lycan wolf scouting does see the Jakiro place an observer, trying to track him in this jungle, so Beyond will get himself a D ward, a little bit of gold towards his Helm of the Dominator, which is coming out quite delayed for the rough time he's been having. Barely 3,000 net worth as 10 minutes is approaching.
Oh my gosh, Bobica's gonna find him. He's level 6, does have lasso. Pulls him in with the troll. Good stomp though.
That was a really late Sunstrike.
Yeah. Oh, nice disruptor
Even
ult.
if it hits, I don't think they actually have to kill him.
Wukong's command comes out from Zeal. Bound the strike is there. He gets. Oh, he falls to the other side of the tree. Loses the Wukongs. As now this Han Lesh is on the run. Zeal might be able to chase. He's going to try and get the slow. Has the Orb of Frost as well. That Edict doing serious work, but he needs to be able to get away from this.
I like that they're pinging him. Or like Monkey King, and he's like, yeah, let's keep going, let's keep going. It's like, you have detection? No. Okay, never mind. Let him go. Get a little too aggressive there.
As you were.
They got a big army here, though. So this tower, full health, but should fall in one go if you don't rotate a lot of heroes up here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
I'm just watching Baboka's inventory. I'm waiting for that Helm of the Dominator to join the
Dire's top
queue.
tower has fallen.
He's faking his team out as well. It's like, oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna get a blink. Look, I'm saving up my money. No Helm of the Iron Will for me. I'm getting a blink dagger.
And then in like 3 minutes, they're gonna look at him and be like, "Wait, why do you have a Helm of the Dominator?" And he'll be like, "Oh, I was having a rough game, guys. Don't worry about it."
I am gonna get the blink dagger though. It's just after the Helm of the Iron Will. Did I not say that part? Oops. Haha. Mambo. Mambo.
Jakiro caught on top. Huge disruptor ult onto 2 with the Mortimer Kisses to follow it up. You take down the Monkey King. You take down the Invoker. Absolutely massive win.
That was a really nice catch. I was saying it's not going to be easy to land a good Snapfire ult since their actual initiation is not that great, but when you do land the multi-man kinetic fields, that is perfect for the Mortimer's Kiss damage to come in.
Mambo, mambo.
I'll take that.
Mambo.
A Glimmer Cape? No way. Baboka, that's not a Helm of the Iron Will. What are you doing? He must really want to win. Oh no. What was that? Weren't they
That was an
smoked?
illusion rune. But yeah, you're right. Like 2 heroes are smoked, and they just got baited by it anyway. They just double placed some obs there.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Monkey King has found the Snapfire. Poor K class. He's just trying to push out the lanes. That's why you need the Helmet of Dominator. Push it out without risk.
I feel like I thought the
Dire
your
are
Colt Bros would be much further ahead than they currently are, but boy, those disruptor ults have really kind of caused them some issues. They're farming well on Troll, but yeah.
I don't know what I expected with the Monkey King off lane, but it did go a lot better than I thought, so. They still do have a gold lead. You know, 3K, not bad at this point in the game. Especially this Lycan, right? He still doesn't have his Helm of the Overlord, and he's 700 gold away, so he is the one who's really suffering this game.
I'll pretend I didn't enjoy this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
All right, another tier 1 in the bottom lane is going to go down.
Attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's
Both teams
top
just
tower
seem
is
content
under
farming right now. Like, no one's really... We're not really seeing any big rotations or anything like that.
And you know that's driving Baboga crazy. He's like, I knew it. I should have gotten the Helm of the Dominator. We're
Yep.
all just farming.
Dire's courier has been killed.
He does have his Glimmer Cape, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's a good item to have versus the, you know, like, Static Storm. That I need to write about now.
Well, he's dead. The good
That
old
is the Lycan
glimpse with the wolves. Yeah,
Dire's
it's so
structures are
good.
fortified. Dire's top
That is
tower
distracting
under
you
attack.
from the fact that your top tower is dead to the Helm of the Dominator that you do have. Oh, barely lives, actually. 118 health. Do you deny it? They're going to keep it up for now.
Nice D-ward there from
Radiant's
K-Class.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Static Storm in the mid lane. Has the Bat Rider.
Oh, Zeal's just
Should
dead.
Kick down.
Zeal just gets completely deleted by the Leshrac on the backside as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not the usual hero I think of pairing with the Lycan Wolves, but yeah, if you find an isolated hero,
Radiant's middle
you can
tower
definitely
has
just
fallen.
pop Diabolic Edict, blink in, destroy them. And they see the troll. They can think about that. Actually, because they know he's down and they have a couple kills, they're just going to go for Roche.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has
I
fallen.
mean, not the fastest Roche, but it's not that slow, you know. We'll get it.
Almost gets sniped. Not a bad attempt. Out to the Weaver. I thought they might give that to the Leshrac because I thought he'd start playing more aggressive. But maybe that means Weaver wants to get a little bit more involved.
Maybe Lesh is going to build more defensive items as well. Like, he's got the Kaya Sange, which isn't super... That's kind of like always a necessary item pickup, but I wonder maybe he's just going to rush like BKB or something next. Is this a bait? This looks like a bait. Bait onto the ancient creep. Cookie puts him in a weird spot, but he's still dead.
Root.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
Wait a
God.
minute. Wait a minute. Oh boy.
He had a haste rune. I can't believe he got rooted.
Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen, I'll be honest.
He still
Topside.
killed the troll at the end of the day, and you might get us an invoker kill as well here.
Yeah,
Stuck in the
Invoker
stack
is super
storm.
dead.
See, look at Baboka farming his own jungle. I miss Helma the Dominator, enemy jungler Baboka.
Mambo, mambo.
He does too.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, smoke up. Has this Jakiro
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
like lived up to what the expectations were of this hero?
I mean, he did well in the
Radiant's
lane,
top tower has fallen.
and he has helped with some tower pressure. I would say the issues they were kind of facing aren't really
Radiant's middle tower is under
his fault in this mid game, but that it is a little awkward. Well, you're gonna find the disruptor.
All right, that's a nice start. Jump up onto the high ground. Monkey King with the Wukong's command does manage to be able to isolate two, but he's just dead so fast. The Leshrac forces the changing of the guard, and now Troll trying to chase after the Weaver is gonna get him. That's gonna be the Aegis. Turns his attention on over, pops the BKB, manages to take down the Snapfire as well. Emote, good deafening blast to make some space, but is there enough damage? No, they actually just didn't even see him. A clean disengage somehow. It's a 2 for 2 though, and an Aegis.
Guess you burn off the Aegis.
That's Wisdom Shrine and Tormentor, I think, though, if they want to make it back for the Tormentor.
You don't even need to make it back. Lycan is just doing it on his own with a little help from Disruptor.
Okay, that's
Chart
nice.
over to Leshrac, actually. They keep Nurse, but it's still pretty useful.
Radiant's top tower attack.
Well, as we approach 22 minutes, it's starting to feel like the Dire are really starting to just pull away with the game. Not only did they get, the first Roche, they get the Tormentor, they've tried to take over the map, they've been winning most of the fights. The Lesh is getting a lot done, and I'm not really seeing the impact of this offlane Monkey King anymore. And I think you and I were both kind of worried about this. Like, it didn't really make a lot of sense in the lane, and now it's starting to fall a little bit flat here. Which he's gonna have to BKB and TP out. Yep, okay, he makes it. Very close though.
Yeah,
Radiant's bottom is under attack.
I feel like part of the reason it works is the fact that you got a good match. It's so funny because if you actually go back to the we'll be saying something like, oh, you don't just do this, you make sure it's a good match, commit to the offlane Monkey King. Otherwise, you just play the king, do something different. I guess they felt it was a good matchup. Maybe they miscalculated. Maybe they're doing a little bit of limit testing in, the upper bracket. Game 3, though, I don't know. That's the time for it. Copium.
Well, they will get the Weaver. Really good Hurricane Pike, but it's still not going to be enough to save him. Does get the time lapse, but yeah, with Troll coming through, that is going to be an easy kill. Man, Lasso was 1 second off cooldown there.
Well, maybe we're writing off the Monkey King offlane too soon. I mean, they're not out of this game quite yet. We'll see what happens.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Smoke up. They find the Lycan. They lasso, but it's a tough one. Just barely, I think.
One more auto attack.
Dire's bottom
Oh, the cookie heal.
attack.
He's actually out. Insane play there from K-Class. And now Zeal, forced to BKB, trying to chase down Han. I think he gets the kill. Well, Yules to make some base, but yeah, Bobica will burn him down. Meanwhile, Troll's just solo killing someone at the tier 3 mid.
Scouting Mortimer's Kiss. Okay, never mind. I thought they were thinking about doing that. If you're gonna throw the Mortimer's Kisses like that. Okay, well. You blink and suddenly you lost 2,000 gold. About to lose another 1,000 as this mid tower will fall to 3 Forge Spirits and the Alacrity Troll. Jakiro barely even got to help out with the Liquid Fire. Dude, just Macro Fire to push out Waste. Why not?
That is, yeah, that is one of the things that Jakiro is good at. Normally use that defensively, but yeah, I guess why not? All right, Roshan.
First Roche. This is actually the second one.
Dire do scan this. Looks like they can't contest because it is already dead thanks to Troll Warlord. So Aegis and Troll, Banner, of course, for their next push. What kind of items are you waiting for here on the side of the Radiant if you do want to try and go high ground soon?
I guess you might as well close out that bottom tier 2, since clearly your building damage is really high between having a Troll, Alacrity, Forge Spirits, all that, Helm Dom, Liquid Fire. So might as well prime yourself to be able to take as many buildings at once if you do find a good fight. Are they close to any big items? Invoker's got a lot of money. I don't know. He doesn't have anything queued up yet, but I do think you should probably spend that 3,000 gold before you push, I say, as they smoke.
Has been killed.
The Abyssal is kind of sick. All right.
Ogre is sending 4 Spirits in a dominated creep top. I mean, you're smoked up, looking for a fight, but you're just going to start losing your tier 3. Which Spirits actually do a lot of damage.
Wow.
You merge with the impurities.
Is a Bat Rider kill worth half the tier 3, though?
Radiant's middle tower is
Maybe?
under attack.
You're gonna lose the bottom tier too if Fly can actually touch the tower, which,
Radiant are
yep, he goes in, just very easy for him to clean this one up.
Dire's bottom tower.
You are gonna lose the mid tier too, of course, as they did bring a lot of heroes for that. I mean, overall, they're starting to just push their net worth advantage despite the fact that Radiant are the ones with the Aegis. BKB comes out, Wukong's command is there. They do manage to get on top of the Disruptor and finish the job. Lycan with the Shapeshift should make it out.
No Disruptor, no Shapeshift. Maybe you can push up. You got 2 minutes on Aegis.
Radiant
Creep's
are
not really in
standing.
position though.
Nice offensive ward into the lasso. Yeah, Weaver does manage to get out though with the BKB time lapse.
Troll, you're in
Fly
so
is gonna
deep
get
now.
dragged in real deep. Now he does have the Aegis,
Split.
of course, but yep, gonna get glimpsed back
so
into the
deep,
tier
though.
4s. Oh, that is painful. Can you get him out of here? I doubt it. Macropyre, Tornado, nothing. Yep, doesn't matter.
If you clip that, that is the summary of why people think his ult sucks sometimes. That right there. Send yourself into the enemy tier 4s.
He needed to Abyssal the Weaver. I think
Yeah,
was
if
the
you
main
Abyssal
issue.
Weaver, you might do it. He may have been like in the process of doing it, and then the Weaver managed to get the Hurricane Pike off. But that was a pretty. I don't feel like you need to take that level of risk. They had 2 minutes of Aegis time, just about. Feel like you don't have to be diving the tier 3 with just 2 of your heroes. Oh, they glimpsed the Batrider top.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That should lead to the Disruptor's death.
Ooh, does he make it in time? He does. Okay. Well, worth it in the end. Gets the kill.
By my edict.
Invoker bottom lane. Okay, they know he's down here somewhere. They are trying real hard to find him. Okay, almost to that Monkey King's Scotty. Just needs about 1,000 gold. A little more than that, 1,300 gold, but is a pretty substantial upgrade.
Are scanning.
Yeah, another Tormentor. Who's at, Oh, they got the first one, I forgot. So, just still the 2 supports. I'm gonna hope for Jakiros. No. Batrider, not very good.
Shard is S tier, but this is BKB. Pops the Wukong's command. Boundless Strike is out. That being said, K-Class has taken no damage, and they will just turn it around instead, get the kill onto the Monkey King, and look for more hiding in the trees. The Invoker trying to TP out, does manage. Same with the Jakiro.
It's kind of wild to me how up and down has been. Originally there was a lead for Hong Shia, but clawed back by Yakutou Brothers. I feel like the top push from Invoker was so good. It is down to its last 4 of HP. They get the Aegis, and then they never like They don't just push together to finish the job.
Radiant's top
And
tower
now
has
it's
fallen.
kind of like snowballed into this situation now where
Is under attack.
control is back over to Hongxue. They're clearing up some tier 2s. Roche only a minute away from potentially spawning again.
Dire are scanning.
I feel like the ease of execution is on the Dire side as well, as it's like Disrupt is so good in securing kills and pickoffs.
Is he for? He's going for staff first and then the Ags. It'll be a very late Ag Scepter for
Yeah.
Disruptor. A lot of utility coming out from him. All grouped up, looking for the Roche spawn. It did just come up.
I mean, they can kill it so
Dire in
fast, but
position
there's
first.
you did just find amplified damage here on Fly, and they will smoke. I mean, this is a rune that could legitimately turn the game over.
Gotta go though. It's pretty quick. They could have made it,
It's
so they're
like-
not sure where to
they have-
go.
They have no idea where they are. They had absolutely no clue. You just
It was
get
a
the
pretty
Roche
fast
for
Roche
free.
spawn, but I'm surprised they didn't just like default head to the pit. All right, well, let's see if they can get some off guard as you get roams, you lower your guard a little bit, but they are on point. Everyone makes a full retreat back in. Top tower took a little bit more days again, and Forge Spirits may be coming into the job.
Dire's top
Yep.
tower has fallen.
So you do get the tier 3, but you are now on the foot for 5 minutes.
With this smoke, we'll see if they can actually find something here. There's an Invis rune, which actually will help quite a bit. The Lesh will pop it. And that Daedalus being done on the Weaver is so scary. They're just gonna look for the high ground, and I like the idea. You got the double catapult, you've got the banner, in comes the lasso, the Sunstrike into Thistle. They do manage to get the kill on Weaver, but he will have BKB when he respawns, and they look straight for the... He dies before he can get anything off. Zeal's in trouble, uses changing of guard to try and heal himself beyond. We'll be able to make it outside of the Wukong's command, but that is going to be a lane of racks, and I heard a refresher go off.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
Oh boy,
barracks-
Weaver has got everything left.
Radiant's middle base has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks.
Use the Hex to surprise the Weaver, killed off without him being able to use anything defensive. They do the exact same trick with the Lesh Scythe device. Get the Troll, have the Aegis, it doesn't have buyback. You maybe don't know that part for sure, but as
There's
you
no
finish
way you
one
back.
bear getting down a nether, you're like, well, surely you'd buy back. Surely right now. If you
All
had
right,
it.
nice lasso. Again, the BKB on the Weaver. He just chews through these tracks. I did what? A kinetic Fanatic Storm catches 3. You're going to lose both supports. Invoker barely surviving, but that is going to be another lane of racks. Disruptor,
After that, you
baby.
know for sure there's no buyback.
Mambo, mambo.
Get a little bit more mambo for the road.
Just a little bit more.
We actually close the game out.
Radiant's middle tower has
I mean, they have the hero advantage. Go immediately, pops the battle trance, fades out, trying to just buy some space. Beyond pops the BKB, trying to chase after her, but your troll is dead. I don't know how he ended up over there, but he's dead. Just gets
'Cause in one
kited
troll
around.
ult- In one troll ult is 3 different targets and then gets